working on my obsidian castle. So, since the last video, I haven't done too much. I mostly spent like 2 hours drawing and thinking, trying to think. So, I think I probably got this filled in too while I was at it. Got the first level of this stuff drawn out. We're going to put shops in these, and eventually the middle will be a guild hall. I'm going to do that for a few levels, just so I can start getting my workshops moved. Moving this back to here, because I decided to put my Mark's Dwarves training shooting towards here, and the bolts will drop here, because I wanted to use this space. So this is going to be Glassworks, and this will be Metalworks. So I can finally move this stuff a little closer to the fort, and I realized that's space to start some bedrooms. So someday soon, some of my dwarves will get bedrooms. Down here, we're moving the food storage up to these, probably drink here, food here. Can't move my dining hall yet, but that's in the works or plans. I think that's everything. Yeah. So I can't dig these out yet because I'm not sure if they got designated properly for warm dig. So we're going to unpause. We're going to build a pump here to get that lava out of the stack. And then hurry up and wait. I told them to build some flooring to make my floor look nice here. What's that? Elves, maybe? Think we can. I'm going to put 2 catapults here, 2 here, around all the sides like that. These little alcoves here are going to be for bolt throwers. So I'm going to move the bolt throwers to the inner wall, or to the inside basically. So they don't really start shooting until enemies get close. I can't decide if I want to have them on this level or this level. Here they'll have a flatter trajectory, but they won't be able to shoot probably here. I don't know. Still thinking about it. Well, shoot. Took that down as soon as they arrived. Somehow they were on the way. troglodyte is fighting. He's sunk into depression. Okay. Huh, I really need to put something over that hole, I guess. I'm not sure I have anything that comes even close to matching that color. I suppose I'll just put a city in there for now. We're going to move the obsidian up here. To like here and here, all the way around for loading catapults, and I'll put my stoneworkers up here so they don't have to move it too far. Oh, alright, they went down. I think I ignored these guys last year. I could trade them some plants, but they're in barrels. Could get rid of that zinc cage. I wonder what that's made out of. Should be stone. I realized what these big meals were coming from as I was cooking on my alcohol. It's probably why I was making so much food. Alright, that's fine. So, I just got some beds next to the barracks, even though I probably don't really use them. What's that one? Let's see. We'll do these two. What the? You know what that's a symptom of? I got so much fucking animals here in my pasture. I really should do something about it, but whatever. We're not gonna go hungry. Filling my moat here. Oh yeah, and I started a bunch of crossbows and stuff for my marked dwarves. I think. Wait, let's do the middle ones to start. Actually, okay, so we'll start like that. suppose. Drink? Come on. It's not that important. Come trade. There you go. Absolutely nothing that I need. This is why I ignore them a lot, but we could buy a giant cougar. That sounds like the right decision. One thing you'll learn about the suspension manager is that it's a little funky when you start trying to just make big blocks of walls and it doesn't work. So usually just go a couple of layers deep. So that turns out. Oh, okay, we're actually using them pretty fast. So if you get to the point where you're kind of going through your blocks faster when you're making them, of course you can just make more stoneworkers or whatever, but you could also just make your supply a bit bigger. I would normally do like 500, but if I were going to make an entire fort out of a block type, but for this place, I'm probably going to get a lot back once I start taking these outer walls down. Then I'll end up with way too many, so. Let's go ahead and take these two green ones out. Oh, what the? Oh. Man. It's dumb. Still suffering from my... Alright, so up here. Now a catapult here. And one here. Alright, so I think starting here, do iron fortifications. Is that right? Hmm. I kind of feel like should extend that a little bit. Let's go ahead and build those. And then build obsidian. Alright, so you know what? We got a whole bunch of boulders up here. So you can temporarily just make a few more. And I love it when we're working outside almost non-stop, and these guys still somehow get cave adapted. I wonder if I can take that one off. Nope. Sure is a weird fort. Looks a little weird to me. Anyways, maybe... Let's let it build and then decide if we want to do those. Alright, so I forgot about this. Somehow dwarves that didn't need to come up here at all are pathing around there. So when they claim it like that to move it, this thing, then they won't use it to make the next one if I put the next one there. But if I forbid them, it takes it off, and I can unforbid it, and while the game is still paused, they won't pick it up for another job. And then the next time they'll just use it to put this pump together. And voila. Now let's see, we need to put some bars in. I got a whole bunch of open spaces in here. Alright, so if I can recall, I did it like this. Wait, no. Do one on the front, or on the pump side, 3 on the back. Like that. You know, save it. Just see if we can. I think the chances of it turning into obsidian on a 1.7 are pretty low. So I'm just going to go for it. What's the water? Looks like water's the one. Yeah, it went right over that. Obsidian. Oh shit. Okay, it's a good thing we saved. We forgot a critical step. We don't want the smooth floor to get muddy. And I wonder what these holes would look like with iron plate floors. This marble's pretty far. This probably one marble. Some hapless dwarf can haul that piece up. Try one iron. See how close they come. The matching. And we gotta do the molding. Hmm. Let's see. Maybe take that one out. No. We can't use those yet. You mean to finish this? Man, I'm gonna have to start selling meat at this rate. I got auto butcher turned on. It's just somehow I got like 10 different viable animal populations in here. Let's go ahead and move this stuff while we're waiting for the dwarves to make blocks. Probably don't need this pile anymore. You know what? The ramps there will not be too useful. Oh yeah, but we gotta cut that out anyways. Hold on. I'd say the marble's better. Well, you know, if we cut that and that ramp would be usable. So just leave it like that. Ah, shit. Whatever. I changed my mind. Grab the stoneworker shop. Seems to be grabbing stuff at least. Um, It doesn't help that my obsidian is scattered around all over the place. But I'm not quite ready to move it either. So I don't have to worry about that guy. statue? Was that obsidian? I think it was. Alright, we're about ready to try again. And I guess that looks okay. Wish I hadn't cut that. Or we just got that side. I wonder if I should use both sides for food. You know, I could move the dogs. Hold on. Alright. Try this again. Alright, that cooled those off, so I can cut that out. That's nice. Alright, so So it looks like that. Somehow I miss a spot. Alright, so if I want to start... I suppose my next priority is going to be moving the obsidian up and moving my stoneworkers. Alright, so let's see what... See what that looks like. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to make a little bit of an overhang here and move them forward just a little bit. So we'll work on that later. These little rooms are for bedrooms, so I have about 12 bedrooms. And this floor has 20 something. Alright, saving apparently. I got all my dwarves are almost happy except for one. Probably someone who wasn't happy about that troglodyte incident. might scooch this down one tile and make a wall across here with a door in it. I don't know. Think about that later too. All right. How many does this have? 10. Let's make 10 more. Hold on. And I'm just gonna go ahead. I'll make the locations nicer and at a future date. Um, 4. Yeah. Didn't really decide which. You know, that marble is pretty good. Must be a hole there too. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, I missed one right there. I wonder why these didn't start. It's alright if I end up with extra. I suppose they're just too busy moving obsidian. Alright. Alright, and then to speed things up on the block creation front, we'll link these up so they're not moving them as far. And I'm gonna make some craft shops. And I suppose I'll also move my jeweler up here. I could put some blocks. Trying to decide where to put my obsidian blocks. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dig out these. Instead of stressing over how, whether it's the best locations or not. Oops, that's the wrong spot. Oh, you know what? I could totally use this up there too. So maybe we'll go with 2 craft shops and 1 mechanic and 1 jeweler. All right, anyways, sounds like my dinner is ready, so we're going to end the video and be back later.